work last night, tonight, and now you're in for a bit of a shock. Before I got up here, I said, don't do anything rude.
Why?
Don't show me what she says.
Fucking hell,
Do you want to put your earplugs in now? Jane and Doley have had every chance of upbringing. Saf, I think it's brilliant that you're here and you've educated all these people. I had a really shit education. At primary school, we used to have the letter of the day, and the letter of the day for this particular day was the letter N. And the teacher said to me, she said, can you tell me anything you're not good at that begins with the letter N? I said, yeah, spelling. I went to a pet shop. I said, I'd like to buy a wasp. He said, we don't sell wasps. I said, you've got one in the window. I went to the doctors with a hearing problem. He said, can you describe the symptoms? I said, yeah, Homer's the fat one and Marge has got blue hair. Bloke finishes a game of golf, goes into the clubhouse with his pint, sits down, phone goes off. Hello? Hello, darling. How was your game of golf? Oh, it's wonderful. I played really well. She says, that garage on the corner's got one of those Mercedes Sports in, ones that I've always wanted. He said, got all the extras on it. He said, go and treat yourself. Go and treat it. You go and buy one, you deserve it. He says, go on, go and buy it right now. So he says, forgot the rest of the rope now. He says, I'll see you later. I do love you. I says, oh, bye. See you later, love. Bye. Whose phone's this? I hate people who take drugs like policemen and customs officers. I met a man on holiday and we've been talking for about 5 minutes. He said to me, have you got any pets? I said, yeah, I've got a goldfish. He said, hobbies? I said, yeah, it likes swimming. I worked in Withenshaw for the last 23 years of my working career. Anyone in from Withenshaw? That's good. A bit rough around there. A lot of boarded up windows. There's that many boarded up, the window cleaner's got sander. Before I came out here, Rollo deleted about 20 of my jokes.
I mean, can you believe that he deleted it? Sorry.
He was about 40 when he lost his hair, Rollo. What a card game that was. I didn't tell him that one, I went through it.
I don't get it.
He lost his hair.
Do you know why there was a pregnant Barbie doll? Because Ken came in a different box. There's this man walking down the street and his dog's got brown boots on, and the man stops him and says, why has your dog got brown boots on? He says, his black ones are being repaired. Our wife goes into her son's bedroom and catches him choking the chicken. She says, she storms out the bedroom, all upset. Husband comes home from work. She says, I've just got having a wank in the bedroom. He says, right, I'll go up and speak to him. He goes up to the bedroom and he says, right, you listen to me. If you do that again, you'll go blind. He said, Dad, I'm over here. Man's walking down the road with his mother-in-law and the dog bites the mother-in-law. And so the man went up to the owner of the dog and says, your dog's just bit my mother-in-law. He said, don't come looking for compensation off me. He said, no, I'll buy the dog. I had a bit of luck the other day. I was walking down the road, I found this hat, I picked it up and there was a load of money in it. I thought, oh, that's good. The next thing I know, there was an angry bloke with a guitar chasing me down the road. A woman goes into the doctor's with a stomach ache, and the doctor says, just lie on the table and I'd like to examine you. Anyway, he presses on her stomach and she lets her rip the almightiest fart you've ever heard in your life. He thinks, oh, he says, just turn onto your front. He presses on her back and she lets her rip again. He says, oh, hang on a minute. He says, just turn onto your side. Anyway, she drops her right big one again. And he says, just hang on a minute. He goes out the room and he comes back with his pole, with his big hook on it. And she says, what are you going to do with that? He said, I'm going to open the window. Little boy playing with his willy in the bath, and he says to his mum, he said, is this my brain? And the mother says, not yet, son. I joined the territorial army, and the sergeant major said to me one dinner time, he said, Hayes, I didn't see you at camouflage class this morning. He said, thank you very much, sir. 9 out of 10 husbands. 9 out of 10 husbands agree with everything the wives say. The 10th is still missing. Wife says to her husband, you never take me anywhere expensive. So I said, get in the car. So she went in the car and I took her to the petrol station. Anyone worried about global warming?
Yes.
Don't be. Ever since I've been alive, it's always been hot in the summer. And some summers have been hotter than the others.
Sorry.
A man's talking to his wife, and his wife says, would you like to try Greece for our honeymoon, for our anniversary next year? And his husband says, no, I think we'll stick with Vaseline. A wise man once said to his wife, nothing, because he was a wise man. Sad news as well, the head of Dulux Paint has been found frozen to death in the Himalayas. The local police said he could have done with another coat. Two men talking to a pub, and one of them says, I nearly didn't make it tonight, the wife's not been well. I said, oh, what's wrong with her? He said, she's got laryngitis and lost her voice and they won't miss it. How many of you lot have had a wee in the swimming baths? No?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, you, some of you would have. Unfortunately, I did it last week. The lifeguard blew his whistle while I nearly fell off the diving board. That's the end of the jokes, but I'd just like to do a couple more things. And this is things I was an apprentice joiner when I started work at 16, and the blokes used to send me for all sorts to the stores.
Bucket
Some
steam.
of the things I was sent for.
Bucket steam.
A spirit level bubble, a long stand, a glass hammer, a left-handed screwdriver, tartan paint, sparks for the grinder, a tin of blue smoke, elbow grease, hard punch, lead nails, a socket for the round nuts, post holes, and an underwater paintbrush. And when I was 16, they made me do a wheelbarrow proficiency test. They had me go around the car park, reversing the wheelbarrow, ramble on, I took it a 3-point turn. I thought it was all legitimate at this point, wasn't it? One of the porter cabins, one of the blokes, this is me, sweet 16, very, very innocent. He said, can you go to the shop for me? I went, yeah, what do you want? He says, can you get me some cigs? I says, yeah, what do you want? He said, can you get me 10 Lillet tips? So do you think I went and got them? Looking at it right again, because I didn't know what they were at 16. And I went to the shop, and Was there a bloke serving me? No, there was a lady serving me. So I said, can I have 10 little tips? She says, we've got another one! Every apprentice had been in there. And this is the last bit. Nicknames for people you may have worked with.
Okay.
These are funny, some of these are the descriptions of why the name like that. Rolo stole me thunder, actually, this afternoon at the beach. He was one of them. So, for those who had left the beach when Neil ruined the act, the sniper's nightmare. This bloke had one leg shorter than the other. Speed bump who slowed everybody down. Sensor light only works when someone walks by. Blister only appears when all hard work's done. Hemorrhoids shows up when all the shit's done. Lava lamp looks good but not very bright. Seaweed floats around all day and stinks. Deck chair falls under pressure. Wheelbarrow only works when pushed. Two-stroke, hard to get started and always smoking. Seagull flies in, craps on everyone and then flies out. Bungalow, fuck all upstairs. Fart catcher, knows that far up the boss's arse. Houdini escapes from doing anything. We had a bloke called Anthony, he was 4'11", he was called Shetland Tony. E.T. always wants to go home. Daisy, some days he's in, some days he isn't. Frosty disappears when things get hard. We had a bloke in the joiner's shop, and one day when he was cutting through some wood on the circular saw like that, he slipped and he took both his thumbs off. This is a true story, this. So he only had 4 fingers on each hand. It was called Kit Kat. And the final one, G-spot, you can never fucking find him. That's me done, thank you very much.